Hello and welcome back to another episode of Boston College Dynasty here on College Football 26. If you missed the last episode, we took on Maryland, won that game pretty convincingly, 31-13. We are 2-1 on the year, 19th ranked school in the nation, and our toughest matchup of the season, a ranked opponent in Miami. They come in at an 89 overall with a 91 overall offense. Brady Small is their highest overall player, their captain center, with a ton of abilities. Running the ball for them is going to be pretty easy. O.J. Frederick Jr., another very talented player. Both of these guys could get drafted very easily. Josiah Trader also could be a draft pick. He's got burner speed. He's very dangerous with the ball in his hands. As is their star halfback, Jordan Lyle, another captain on the team. I mean, they have just so many good players. Let's look at the quarterback, though. Anthony Calandria is going to be an amazing quarterback. The true senior, 84 overall. He's an All-American, I believe, is what that tag means on his thing. But he's got great throw power, great accuracies, great throw on the run and under pressure. This guy is going to be a formidable threat. Obviously, we talked about Jordan Lyle, but Gerard Pringle is a redshirt freshman with 96 speed, 98 excel. I mean, you see the change of direction and the agility. He's ridiculous. And then they have Jarrett Gibson, who's a captain on the team with 95 speed, 97 excel, and he's not really even going to get that much playing time. He has 3 total carries on the season. Pringle has 11 total carries. Lyle gets most of the production. Obviously, we talked about Josiah Trader, but Ray Joseph is also deserving of a lot of praise. Very dangerous with the ball in his hands. And Nye Carr, that feels like a crazy name. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But he is probably the most quick and dangerous with the ball in his hands. And that's really saying something. They have 3 very talented and deadly receivers here. I am not going to blitz whatsoever today. That's not true at all, but I want it to be. Oscar Kelly's probably going to be on kick returns and such, as he's got pretty good top-end speed, and they have also got Joshua Moore here too. But that's a loaded receiving room, and Elijah Lofton and Luka Gilbert, both very good tight ends. Samson Okunlola is one of their best tackles. He's only allowed 2 sacks, but in 3 games, it's not great. Their line is pretty good, though. We already talked about Brady Small. I do believe that Susu Olafatuli, I think he's going to be a starting guard just because he's significantly higher overall than anybody they have at the right side. I mean, their tackles are okay outside of the guy who is the highest overall but has the worst production. That won't make sense to me, but Aiden Hubbard, Hayden Lowe, and Malik Bryant, I mean, even Armando Blunt and Booker Pickett, all very talented edge rushers. Like, these guys would start on our team anytime. Any single one of them would. They've also got Ahmed Moten Sr., the senior D-tackle, is hurt. So I believe some of these edge guys are going to line up at D-tackle. Blunt, I would assume, just because he has the weight for it, the build, if you will. Linebacker room is pretty average. Cam Pruitt is the best in that department, and their corner room is just ridiculous. O.J. Frederick Jr., we already talked about. Ethan O'Connor is hurt, so we get a little lucky, but I don't know how lucky that is because Damari Brown is going to slide into that number 2 spot, and he is so fast. As a cover player, he's a little raw, but in terms of his physical ability and the press, he's just insane. Then you talk about Xavier Lucas or Jabori Antoine to back those guys up. Chris Ewald Jr. even. The guy's their 6th corner on the depth chart. Ryan Mack even would probably play on our team. Their 7th corner. Their safety room is great too. Zachariah Poyser is phenomenal. Markeith Williams, also a very good backup. He honestly might be the starter on the other side. If he isn't, Dylan Day is. All very, very talented guys, especially in terms of their speed. Their kicker's pretty good, and so is their punter, but that's not what we're really worried about. But that is what Miami's roster is looking like. We are going to have to go on the road. We played them 2 times last year. I don't think I've talked about it in this episode yet, but we played them in the conference championship, which we lost, and then we played them in the second round of the college football playoff, and we actually upset them. So they're definitely looking for revenge. They're going to be wearing those standard orange jerseys. We'll be wearing our current aways. The Hurricanes are ready. They were looking for revenge against us. I just know it. But here we are, taking the field. Again, both teams 2-1, both teams ranked in the top 20. We got to be ready. We are going to return, and we are underway. Detrell is going to be back there to return the kick from about the 3-yard line. He gets what he can to the 21. They're going to highlight Turbo Richard because he hit 150 last week. But we're going to start with a run with Detrell, and the blocks are okay, to be completely honest. We get 8. I do think we will have success running the ball just because their linebackers and D-tackles are not that great. They're pretty thin at the position, and we'll get a run of 12 with Turbo. New set of downs, but a carry with Turbo again. That one, loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Oh, my God. Free rusher off the edge, Malik Bryant. So now 3rd and 21. They are blitzing heavy again. We're going to dump off to Zeke Moore, and not even close. We are good position punt-wise, but that is about it. We're going to send that their way. They'll take over the 28. Miami coming onto the field for the first time. They're highlighting Jordan Lyle. And Lyle is in the backfield for the first carry of the game. He does get it, and he runs right into Zion Branch for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. They fake the pass to Lyle. Instead, they go over the middle, and they complete it. Obviously, that gets them the new set of downs, and here they are. 1st and 10. They hand it off, run to the outside, but they lose 3. Mekhi Byerson on the tackle. Now we have Zion Branch coming off the edge here on the blitz. They actually pick it up. Lyle does at least. And then Bayless in coverage can't get to him, and Calandria drops it in the bucket. 1st and 10. Got a sneaky blitz coming, but they're going to fake that. We've got pressure on him. Oh, how did he break out of that? What is going on? That was an insane play. Ashton McShane tried to break it up. He couldn't. And now we're set up here. They've got the screen pass, and they are in. Jordan Lyle gets us started. Well, that's not a great start, I'll tell you that. And they are up 7-0. Detrell back to return once again, and no blocks. So here we are on 1st and 10. We're going to try and get it outside. We can't. Only gained 1. 2nd and 9. Not a lot going on here, although we had Detrell open. Just threw it over his head. 3rd and 9. Skeet got open, but we just couldn't get it to him. Wow. Punting again. Not a great start. Not even really a great punt, and they're just going to take it at the 49. Miami taking over. They play action fake. Again, underneath, and they get a first. Anthony Calandria, man, he's just been lighting us up. He doesn't have many weaknesses. And he breaks out of this one, and he throws it away, avoiding the sack. KP Price coming off the edge here, and he's going to wrap Calandria up for a loss of 2. 3rd and 12. Probably the biggest play of the game up to this point. And Bayless trying to fight, but Price ends up making the tackle. Zion Branch was on the play, but here we are. 4th and 11. Kick is up. Kick is going, and it's through. Miami taking a 2-score lead to start. We got to answer fast because this definitely gets out of hand. 1st and 10. We're going to have to go underneath to Zeke Moore. That was the only option there, and it was a good one. Gets us to the 43. Lonergan making an adjustment at the line. 1st and 10. The blocks do not even remotely set up. We lose 1 with Turbo. Probably the last play of the first quarter here. We're going to get Skeet in motion. The blocks just don't set up. Whatever. We'll get one last play off before the quarter's over. And Nate Johnson takes it to the other side of the field. Obviously not the start we were looking for. Miami up 10-0 through 1. But if you think I'm punting this ball when we come back, you got another thing coming. 4th and 2. and Lonergan's got all the space in the world. There is a flag, and there's a fumble. Jaden Skeet refuses to hop on it, and this is going to get turned into a touchdown. Okay, yeah, for sure, man, totally. And it's a hold on us, too, so either way, it was going to be 4th and 12, or it would have been a first down, except the first down then turns into a Dylan Lonergan fumble 6. I don't know what's going on with the holds and everything, but it's very clear that we're not going to be able to upset Miami without some sort of miracle here. Detrell back to return. I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do, but I guess he gets it to the 21. 1st and 10. Not a lot going on here. Can't even get the pass off. 2nd and 10. We're going to have to get that Nate Johnson's way. He's quietly become one of our best receivers. 3rd and inches. We're faking the handoff. We throw it up. Oh, my God. Joel Olaseni not only doesn't get it, but it's an interception. Could this game go any worse? I wasn't expecting Miami on the road to be an easy matchup, don't get me wrong, but this has been abysmal. KP Price is going to be blitzing off of the edge here. They motion their man, and off the play fake, KP Price can't tackle him, and they complete it on the run. Okay, man. Well, Miami was definitely looking to make a statement, and they've done it. Lamar Thornton's going to get the TFL there, loss of 3. 2nd and 13, we're bringing heat again, and we wrap them up for another loss. 3rd and 14, they're making an adjustment, and now they've snapped the ball. 3rd and 14. Okay. This is getting ridiculous, man. We can't get a single 3rd down stop, and even when we make plays like this all the time, we still end up losing. 2nd and goal now. Calandria in the backfield, handing it off. No, faking to Lyle. Instead throws it out, and they gain 4 to Elijah Lofton. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They're going to hand it off to Lyle, and he gets in. It's going to be 24-0. This is pretty bad, I would definitely say. There's really not much else to even say about it. We're just getting shoved into a locker right now. You know what's even funnier about it, too, is Miami gets the ball at half. Oh, my God. Turbo's going to get 4 on the run. 2nd and 6. I think we have him deep. Nope. They double covered it at the last second. 3rd and 6. Can we get that? Oh, my God, dude. Like, in what universe are they just all over? Like, what are we talking about? I don't even know what to say. I've never played a game this lopsided. It feels like we're playing Heisman, and additionally, they have like a 90 overall team, and we have like a 60. I'm not trying to act like we're evenly matched here, but I mean, I really thought we would have a little bit better of a chance in this game. But I mean, down 31 before it's even halftime? It's just disgusting, man. I mean, the play action doesn't even give us any time, but we make it work somehow. I don't love play action, especially not running it multiple times, and that's why. 2nd and 10. I don't know. I guess we'll throw it this way. Nate Johnson can't even get the first. 3rd and 1. Really need Reed Harris to make a play here. He comes back to the ball, and he makes the play. Of course it's coming back. Oh, my God. Why? I know I, really raised the sliders here, but this is ridiculous, man. Nate Johnson is hurt. Oh, my God. 1st and 10. We'll get that Joel Olaseni's way, and that's something as we get to the 2-minute timeout. Nate Johnson will be back soon. It's not a serious injury, but we really just cannot have good or nice things here. I mean, it's just not happening. Nate Johnson's already back on the field, so that's good at least. Reed Harris, speaking of which, is going to get into the end zone. After finally going down so many points, we're on the board. It's really hard to get excited for this game right now. You never really know. Anything can happen. I think we would need multiple defensive touchdowns, though, before I would be believing I mean, Calandria is just the perfect QB for this team. He's so well-rounded, and you know he's going to be good at just getting his guys the ball. I don't know why everyone is taking such bad routes for the tackle, but they're at midfield, and they're going to call a timeout. 1st and 10 now. Calandria fakes the pass, and he goes out. There's a flag. Zion Branch broke it up. Looks like it's going to be a hold. I just don't understand why there's so many holding plays. We'll accept. I mean, if we could get this to like 31-14 or something, we would be in a different scenario. Because now 2nd and 20 with under a minute to go, and here they are hiking that ball. They're going to go underneath to their man who breaks a tackle, gets 8. We'll call a timeout. Is it a mistake? Probably. But we need to make something happen here. And that's going to be a sack. We're going to call another timeout, and they're going to have to send us the ball. Tyreek Tucker made that play, and he's having a great year, to be honest. This is not a great game by any means, but we'll make it work. Nate Johnson runs straight ahead to the 25. 1st and 10. And, okay, that's not going anywhere. 2nd and 12. We hurried back up to the line. Oh, my God, dude. The blocking is terrible. 3rd and 22. We've got nothing. There's nothing. And that is going to take us to the half. 31-7. Not really good, I would say. We haven't even really allowed them to rush that much. They've just been passing it so well. I guess the silver linings that it couldn't get worse. Unfortunately, the reality of the situation is that it absolutely can. Fantuz is trying to get out there, but oh my God, Jordan Lyle just breaks it all the way to the 44. 1st and 10, they fake the handoff to Lyle. We're all over that, but over the top, we are not. Of course. That's Ray Joseph on the play, and now Miami is at the 5. This is embarrassing, man. We got to get something going. At least Zion Branch is on the sack. 2nd and goal at the 13. Very interesting. Lyle blocks Fantuz. The pressure tries to get there, but Calandria throws it away. So now 3rd and goal at the 13. If we can just keep him out of the end zone, that's really all we need. And Fantuz gets blocked. Lyle, I swear if he got in there, I would have lost my mind. To be completely honest, I was pretty sure he did. So I guess we'll take that as a win that we didn't just give up a touchdown, but, I mean, we're down 27. 1st and 10. We're going to get that Zeke Moore's way. He can catch it in stride, and he'll get all the way to the 39. 1st and 10. Lonergan in the backfield. He's going to roll out, and he's going to get sacked. Nice. 2nd and 18. Really not much going on there. Skeet's going to get it. He gets all the way to the 45. 3rd and 4. Get that Nate Johnson's way, and he catches it for the 1st. 1st and 10. We're going to throw that Reed Harris's way. He catches it, but only gains 3. 2nd and 7. Running the play action. And that's a terrible throw. I thought it was picked. 3rd and 7. I guess we'll try and throw that for Joel Olaseni. He hangs on. That's the 1st. I mean, that's cool. It's not really too crazy, but Lonergan's going to escape here. He'll slide this time. I mean, if we think about it, it would be 20-7 without the ridiculous fumble 6 and pick 6. So the game would still, honestly, be completely out of control, and we're going to go down for a sack. There's just nothing doing here. There's literally nothing doing. Jaden Skeet is the only something going on right now. 1st and 10. We're going to look Olaseni's way. Olaseni catches it, stayed on his feet. And now Eric Daughtry's hurt. There's just no momentum going right now for us. Detrell at least gets the 1st there. Now Detrell in the backfield. Good luck. 2nd and 11. The play action does not work at all, and we get sacked. 3rd and 16. We're just going to have to throw that up for Zeke Moore. He had it, but he didn't come down with it. And we're already here at the end of the 3rd quarter. It doesn't really matter. We'll kick a courtesy field goal. I mean, at this point, I might even sub in the backups for the final quarter. I mean, would it be so wrong to see what... Oh, my God, dude. If they broke that, they already got enough. Well, that was an insane return. And now, so many open guys for Miami. Fantus can't even cover Lyle in open space. They are just going to let it go down. So, end of the third quarter, down 34-10. This one has been over for a while. Calandria and Lyle in the backfield again. They send their man in motion, and it's a quarterback run, and he slides. 2nd and 10. Lyle runs it, and he gains 3. 3rd and 7. Calandria and Lyle again in the backfield. Lyle picks up Fantus. Nobody's in the flat. And Ray Joseph gets the first. New set of downs. They're running that clock down. Lyle gains 5. 2nd and 5. They're running out of the pistol. They do run it. And they get 2. 3rd and 3. Fantus. Please don't tell me that's a freaking roughing the passer, man. Okay, it's probably a hold, and they fumbled it. So... okay, I feel great about that then. We will decline that penalty and take over. 1st and 10 again. What do we got here? Wide open Turbo Richard. He's going to juke and get a first. I think we'll leave Lonergan and company out here. I don't see any real reason to take anybody out. We'll just let them continue as is. 1st and 10 with Detrell. Outside zone actually works. And Detrell is gone. He's all the way. And that's a touchdown. On the 2-point, we try and get that out. Can't get it to Reed Harris. 34-16 is tough. If it was 34-18, we could have done it with like 2 more touchdowns and then 2-point conversions. As of right now, we are down 18. So that's a touchdown and a field goal and a 2-point. In other words, there's no chance that it works out for us. And that's got to be grounding. Who's he throwing that to? Whatever. We're here 2nd and 10. They're going to run that RPO, and they get the first. Is it NY Carr? Usually they have like the dots in their names, but Knee Carr feels dangerous, man. After the run of 5, we are here. Calandria's dropping back, and he gets popped, but hangs on for the first. New set of downs. They're dragging that clock all the way. Lyle gets the handoff. Fantus is in the backfield, and they wrap up for a loss of 3. I mean, the clock's running down. At this point, it doesn't really matter. At 2nd and 13, they go incomplete. And here we are, 3rd and 13. It's a screen pass, and Lyle almost broke free. He ends up gaining 3. But we have a position here under 3 minutes to go once we get this punt. I feel like we could have done better about that. 1st and 10. We need a big play. Can we get it? Oh, the safety made a great play on the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Can't really get much other than this throw to Skeet, and there's a flag. So it's got to be a hold, right? Of course it is. Jack Funk, the left tackle. We're now at our own 8-yard line. What is happening, man? This is just stupid. I mean, there's a lot that you could throw there. It's just not open. 3rd and 17. There's just nothing there. Lonergan is going to escape. Thank gosh he doesn't fumble that time. Now here before the 2-minute timeout, we are going to throw that, and Zeke Moore just can't come down with it. 2nd and 10 now. Lonergan once again got space up the middle. He will slide for the first. Under a minute 40 now. I mean, we've got so much space, and there's just no blocking. 2nd and 19. I mean, we are really just running the clock out. That's kind of all it is at this point. 3rd and 11 now, under a minute. Gonna get that out to Turbo. Blocks are not great, and we fumble it. Did we actually fumble it, though? Let's see the replay. I'm not just gonna waste a challenge, but if he didn't fumble, I would like the ball back. I mean, the knee is down, right? Knee's down, ball's in his hands, so we will challenge that. So the call gets overturned, but we're still here on 4th and 6. We're going to get that to Nate Johnson. He will take it, and honestly, that might be the last play of the game. We'll stat pad Turbo just a little bit more, hopefully. Turbo gets basically 10. That'll do it. I don't know. I've had enough. Miami beats us 34-16. They were up 31-0 at one point. They just kind of ran the clock out in the second half, and ultimately we fell short. Taking a look at the stats, we'll start with Miami. Anthony Calandria was amazing. Only 5 incompletions on 24 attempts. He had 270 yards and a touchdown. As for their ground attack, it was actually pretty bad. They didn't really need to run the ball too much. The passing game was perfectly fine. Elijah Lofton was their leading receiver, 6 catches for $105. Pretty good. Ray Joseph also, 3 catches for 73. The real problem was Xavier Lucas and Bobby Washington's interceptions. Lucas was the one with the touchdown. Dylan Day recovered the fumble and returned that for a touchdown, 66 yards, and the pick 6 was 32 yards. So those drives, had they gone differently, even if you just end up punting, that's 14 points off the board. We're now talking about a 16-20 game that we actually would have had a chance in. As for our side of things, Dylan Lonergan had a pretty rough game. I don't know how Mekhi Byerson gets credit for a 5-yard completion. I genuinely have no idea how that's possible. But Lonergan didn't have a great game. His completion percentage was still pretty average. 21 of 31, 200 yards. A touchdown was cool. 2 interceptions. Obviously, one of them was the pick 6. And he also had the fumble. He had the most amount of rushes on our team, but they were not the most effective. Detrell actually had a great game, 5 for 77 and a touchdown. He had that very long run. Turbo was okay, I guess, 7 of 43, but you want more from our guys. Nate Johnson and Skeet were okay, but we didn't have any big plays over the top. Olaseni is still a pretty consistent contributor. Reed Harris got a touchdown, but we want more. Quandre Cotton was cooked in this game. 3 sacks allowed. I mean, it's just not what you want. Stevie Finger, Daughtry, and Funk allowed sacks. Cotton also had some holds. We've just got to be better on the line. Tyreek Tucker and Zion Branch both had a sack. Obviously, no interceptions. Zion Branch had 3 TFLs. Kalenge had 2. Thornton Price, Byerson, Tucker, Fantuz, and McShane all had a TFL. Obviously not the result we wanted. We are going to have to sim ahead to the next week here. Nobody's locked us out, but nobody's committed either. We are still the 25th ranked school in the nation, being 2-2. I believe until we lost to Baylor last year, we had 2 losses on the year. Finished the season with 3 losses, but when you think about how far we got in the postseason, that was pretty impressive last year. We're trying to prove that it's not a fluke, but that's a rough game. I mean, you look at all these guys that could transfer. We've got both backup quarterbacks, got a bunch of depth players. I mean, we already talked about the running backs that might leave. It's just not looking good. Next week, we will be taking on UConn. Probably will be a 2-game episode, just because UConn isn't going to be a threat. I say that they won't be a threat, but I really don't know that for a fact. So we still haven't fixed the George Dora deal breaker, but we're pretty high on Dean Keene, the 5-star gem. Not really a ton else we can do other than what we've already done. I wouldn't mind getting him on a week 7 visit, I guess, just for the bye. We'll throw it on conference prestige. Joel Cadu is also available for a visit. Unfortunately, that week 7 visit is going to conflict with Dean Keene, so I feel like we should throw a week 9 visit on him with playing time. I do love Rico Tyree. Georgia hasn't even offered him yet. I don't think these are the guys that we really need to worry about visits. I think Isaiah Lamb is a good example of someone who we would really like to get on a visit. The Week 7 one with Coach Prestige is pretty good in my opinion. Coates, probably not going to get him on a visit just because we already have Brian Pepper on one. Although these guys might not commit just because of how hard Ohio State, Clemson, Penn State are all chasing them. George Alubi, we are finally able to sell him, so we will do that. We don't have enough for a visit for him. All of these guys, we're climbing up the board, or at least getting involved. Duke Coward is going to be a guy we throw on a visit. We'll throw him on the week 9 with the coach prestige as well. We have 15 points, taking that off of Ogunbowale. We'll throw 10 on him. We still can't do anything with Carrion here, so I guess we'll throw 5 on Joel Cadu. And that'll be our recruiting. So in the next episode, we will probably play 2 games, both against UConn and Georgia Tech. Seeing that we're 2-2, we've got a decent start to the year. The 2 teams that we lost to are both very, very good teams. Miami staying as the number 10 ranked school. UCLA is not ranked, but you know the big deal with the stadium pulse. It's hard to win on the road. Going into Miami, you really weren't expecting to be able to pull that one out. But regardless, all of the rest of that stuff will be in the next episode. I will see you there. And until then, take care.